This is the Life's Better podcast Christmas edition. Woo-hoo. And so if you're a friend of the show, you probably know that for the past, I don't know, it's probably been like 4 years, we've done a Christmas episode. And if this is the warning that we always give, if you're looking for really in-depth information when it comes to, deepening your relationship with God, richer Christian community, full of information on purpose. This is not the episode for you. We just kind of goof around and have fun. Yeah. In fact, I think last year, really for the past probably a few years, we've done kind of a gift exchange sort of thing. You have to kind of win the gift. We're not doing a gift thing this year, but at least 2 years ago, did we or did we not have to eat, what is that, fruitcake? Because we failed?
Yes.
We failed in the game?
That wasn't horrible.
It wasn't awful.
But I'd never had it before, so that was an experience.
It was not as dry as I remember in the past. So
You've actually gone away from eating games, because we had the Thanksgiving one with the white northern beans.
That one was classic.
That I struggled through. And I didn't realize I didn't like just straight out of the can white northern beans, but apparently I don't.
Yeah, no, you gagged, and
that was gross.
I thought it was actually pretty good. But anyway, no eating stuff today. Here's what we're going to be doing, and again, hopefully you'll enjoy this. You'll hopefully get like 30 minutes of entertainment and maybe some more excitement as we head into the Christmas season, and you guys can have your own fun celebrations as we talk about different aspects of Christmas. So what we're going to be doing is actually, I've got like 22 categories, Christmas categories. And under each of these categories, we've got 3 different things that connect to that category that we have to rank from what we enjoy the most to what we enjoy the least.
Yes.
And so, do you want to read the first category and give your ranking, or would you like me to go first?
I'll let you go first.
Okay,
demonstrate
I'm gonna go
to me. That's the proper way to play games.
Yeah, I'll demonstrate. Okay, so the first category is Christmas candy, and the 3 candies involved here are candy cane, peppermint bark, and ribbon candy. I'll be honest with you, I don't really care for any of these.
What is ribbon candy?
It's like old people candy. So it's hard candy.
Okay.
And
is it like minty still?
No, usually it's more like a fruity thing, but like they look like little waves, little ribbons, and usually they're kind of broken up into pieces. You hardly ever see it anymore. It's a Christmas thing, and I'm sure in the Depression, that was like
so tasty.
That was like a Snickers bar, I'm sure. But
like a Snickers bar.
We've matured and evolved, I think, in our candy takes. So here's the thing: when it comes to what I would say number 1, I go with peppermint bark, but barely. Then I'd probably go ribbon candy, and last candy canes. I'm just not like
a candy cane fan.
If
I'm not really either.
If there's special flavors,
no,
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Like what is it? Starburst, they do like some that are okay.
It's just an odd candy.
It is.
Because to eat in front of people, because like you're just like it's not a lollipop.
Yeah.
It melts and gets all over your hand. Like it's.
I was okay with it as a kid, but as an adult,
like it then.
No, I'll totally pass on.
I was very anti-mint as a kid. I was really picky.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. This is the one for me. Christmas snacks. Play along at home. Tin of flavored popcorn, cheese balls. Now, cheese ball I assume is not like the one I get for the youth. It's the
dipping the cracker into the cheese ball.
Made it
fancy.
Yeah. And sausage balls. Now, I will say I made sausage balls for Thanksgiving this year, and I'm planning to make them for Christmas because the recipe I got was really good. That's going to be number 1 for me.
Okay.
And then I think, homemade cheese ball is going to be better than like the processed popcorn. I love popcorn though, so that's going to be number 3.
Okay.
Even though I love popcorn, but
so cheese balls homemade. In the middle.
Yeah.
I would agree with your ranking. I honestly, the sausage ball, that was an experience that I did not have until moving to Kentucky. And so I don't know if it's a Kentucky thing or if a Southern thing, but I had never heard of it until here.
It's wildly unhealthy. Like if you because it's just biscuit mix, uncooked sausage that gets cooked, and a lot of cheese. There's no like.
I'm into them.
I'm shocked that it works because like the biscuit mix needs water or like something, but it doesn't. It just sucks in the moisture of all the cheese and the sausage, and yeah.
Well, Josh, the next time you make it, if you want to bring 1 or 2 in, I will totally try your recipe. All right, next category is Christmas shopping. So these are the locations that I can shop at. Online, which is really not much of a location, the mall, or Walmart. This is easy. For me, it would be online, number one.
Easy.
Second, honestly, the mall, not because I like
experience?
shop, but it's the experience. Like, I'm never at the mall,
Yeah.
but they do things up really kind of nice at Christmas. And I mean, walking into the Walmart, I would be super lame, just like, I don't know. So I would go with the mall with
Yeah,
number two.
this really shows like where shopping has gone.
Yeah.
Because as a kid, it was like, all right, we're gonna go to the mall
Yes.
and get all of our shopping done, and now it's like we don't even leave our home.
I mean,
Like, we just gotta
parking
get it
was
all.
nuts. I mean, you were lucky if you got something out, 2 miles away. But yeah, it's all online now.
Yeah, way better.
It is.
Way better. Yeah. All right. So next up we have Christmas decorations. So do you like? I think I know this one for you. Lights, tree, and wreath.
What is yours?
Oh yeah, sorry. I was waiting to find out your answers.
I have mine.
I think. Is this me putting them up?
Let's say what you enjoy the most.
Okay, so because I hate putting up lights around my house. I love looking at them.
Yeah.
But I hate putting them up. I'm gonna say tree first.
Okay.
Then lights. Then wreath. Wreath is okay. It's just kind of like you throw it out there.
Yeah.
It's not the main event.
So yours was the tree was number one.
Tree. I just like the tree a lot. It's like a good.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very homey feeling, right? Like when you're watching a movie or like hanging out in the living room.
I do like it, but for me, it's just a conduit for the lights.
That's fair.
Lights is number one all day long. I'm all about the lights.
I like, especially outdoor lights, but
Yeah.
again, hate putting them up.
Do you?
It's the worst.
I actually like it.
Really?
I do.
Outside too?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's part of the experience. Like that, I may enjoy that the most. Like
You're a
putting up-
planner though. I bet you do it when it's warm still.
We did
at least
it.
a little
We
bit.
did it the week before, like Thanksgiving week,
Okay.
or I guess it was like the Friday before Thanksgiving week. It was pretty cold, but
That's
I was
why I
okay
don't like
with
it
that.
this year. Like it's been.
It was fun. Like, so the whole family went out there, and one of my boys even brought out like the portable speaker, and so we were jamming to
That's
Christmas
awesome.
music
Yeah.
out there as we were hanging it. They started running around playing this weird game. I mean, it was just a ton of fun.
I gotta have some kids that
That's
will
it.
help me. Put them
Well,
up.
now Parker was trying to help me the entire time, and 2-year-olds and their help don't really help at all, but it's still fun. Okay, next category is characters in a nativity. So here are the characters.
okay.
We've got the wise men, we've got the shepherds, and we've got angel. You know what? Honestly, as I'm looking at a nativity, I'm probably going to rank it wise men number one, angel, and then shepherds. And it's the wise men because they're just like the cool kids from the East, right? They like show up with camels and they've got these
Yeah.
sweet gifts and they're wearing these weird turbans. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you guys are like the cool kids.
That's fair.
And then angels, I mean, seeing something,
Mm-hmm.
Heavenly, and I mean, that's just awesome. And then,
My dad,
poor
they go
shepherds.
all out with theirs in their
Yeah.
front yard. That's all he. Well, no, they've started putting other things out, but every year since I was like 3, Dad has this stable and straw. He goes buys straw and like has all of the glowing ones.
Yes.
I bet if he sold it, he could get like so much money for these. But like, yeah, he has all of the wise men,
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
all the shepherds and like a choir of angels. and,
Nice,
yeah, no,
nice.
it's crazy.
Do people stop just to look at it?
I don't think so. Like, sorry, Dad. I'm not saying it's not cool. As a kid, I thought it was like the coolest ever because they were my size,
Yeah.
and like walking through them was awesome.
As a Christian, as I drive past Christmas decorations, there's a huge part of me that whenever I see a nativity, it's just like they get it. Like, I don't know, for me, I really enjoy seeing nativity. As much as I like the lights, like when I see a nativity, it's like, you know what's up.
It doesn't help that my parents live right next door to, or the people like right behind them are the people that have the lights that dance to music.
Oh.
And so like everybody's coming up to pull up to watch theirs.
Yeah, no, they're second tier
Yeah.
easily. Yeah.
Christmas cookies. Love Christmas cookies. Sugar cookie, snickerdoodle, and gingerbread. Now, snickerdoodle, I guess it's a Christmas cookie.
Yeah, it's kind of a Christmas cookie.
Honestly, that's my favorite of the three.
So you don't necessarily consider it a Christmas cookie, but because it tastes good, it's gonna be number one.
Yeah, that would be number one for sure. But like, there is something about like eating a classic Christmas sugar cookie.
Okay, with or without icing?
I'm more of a no icing guy.
Incorrect. That is an
You love
incorrect
icing?
answer. Oh
Okay.
man, the more the merrier.
I don't like the like hardened icing that's on a lot of those cookies. You know
I
what
agree.
I'm talking about?
I agree with you.
You bite into it and it's like, I don't know.
When it comes to looks, that's kind of the way to go.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like enjoying the taste, I agree with you. It's not as pleasant.
Like a frosting, like I'm
Yes.
about that.
Yeah.
But like the hardened, So gingerbread would be last, which I think is fair because gingerbread, unless it's really good, is awful.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
It's good for making houses.
That's it. Otherwise, don't even bring it into the house.
And then oftentimes when people make those houses, they use things and paint it, and like you can't eat it
Yeah.
at the end anyway.
We've gotten to the point where we don't even use gingerbread to make our gingerbread houses. I think last year we used Pop-Tarts.
I was about to say
and
cardboard
graham
you could
crack-
probably use.
Yeah, it's true. We do
Like
graham
Amazon
crackers.
boxes.
I haven't even considered doing that, but maybe this year. Next category is Christmas clothes. Okay, so we've got the ugly sweater,
Okay,
oversized scarf, and pajamas.
you know my answer.
Is it the oversized scarf?
No.
No, pajamas is number one for you for sure. I'm gonna go ugly sweater. I don't like any of these things. I'm gonna go ugly sweater.
You're not a pajamas fan? Like at all?
Everyone always touts how comfortable pajamas are, but whenever I'm in pajamas, it just genuinely makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't wear pajamas. I just feel a little awkward in pajamas. So for me,
Are you afraid of like people
probably
think
number
that
two.
you look like unprofessional, or like what are you afraid of, Jonathan?
you know what? I don't know if it's a fear. I think I'm just used to like my pants. And so if I'm not wearing pants, it's like,
You're like a blue jeans
something ain't right.
most of the time
Usually.
kind of guy. Yeah.
That's what I feel most comfortable in. So that's,
That's fair.
I guess. That would still be my number two, only because I am not a fan of the
the ugly-
oversized scarf.
oversized
So
scarf.
ugly sweater, pajamas, oversized scarf.
That's surprising because you don't have a beard to keep your like face warm.
No,
Not a scarf fan.
I'll do the hoodie thing, and
Okay.
and that's kind of, or like pull up my sweatshirt or something like that. But that's pretty much it.
Fair. All right, I'm getting all the food ones. Christmas drinks.
Yeah.
But all three of these I would consider to be Christmas drinks.
Okay,
it's
good.
eggnog,
Yeah.
hot chocolate, and cider.
Oh.
And I think
Eggnog's number one. It's gotta be number one.
I think I'm gonna put it number one because
Really? I
I-
was being sarcastic.
it's like I don't think it's that great of a drink if I were to drink it all the time. Like
Sure.
I'd probably never buy it. But like because it's
Christmas. Yeah.
there's something about like, and Emily buys the flavored like cinnamony ones.
Yeah.
And so I would go eggnog, hot chocolate, cider. And I like cider. It's just, hot chocolate's better.
I think I would put. I think I'd probably put eggnog in the number two spot.
Number two? Okay.
Hot chocolate probably number one.
Your family loves hot chocolate.
Yeah, it's one of those nostalgic. Grab it. Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we're decorating. Yeah, it's a fun time. All right, next category is Christmas scripture to preach from. I want to hear your answer on this one too.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got John.
Obadiah's on there?
It is. No, it should be though. John 1:14, where we're talking about like light of the world.
Yeah.
That's on there.
Okay.
Then we got Luke chapter 1 and 2, and then Matthew chapter 1 and 2. So, I mean, some are just easier. Luke,
Matthew 1, you want to go through all of the...
No, that
The
first part
genealogy?
I would probably skip entirely. It's probably
Some people love that.
no,
my
they
family
don't.
doesn't.
They say they do because they've gotten like burnt out on the normal stuff, and so they just have to like geek out about weird things. No one loves the genealogy. Anyway. Maybe you do. Maybe you're listening and you're like, you don't know me, Jonathan.
Emily's listening and she's like, but Jonathan, there are so many cool things.
I agree that there are, but to like say you love it as opposed
to have
to
a whole
like,
sermon preached on it, it might
that'd
be
be a little tough.
A little tough, yeah.
Maybe this Christmas. I'm gonna go Luke. It's just easier, I think, and there's just so many classic things in it. I go Matthew for my second. I love John, but it would just be a little bit more challenging. You?
I would go Luke first. Luke's my favorite book of the Bible. Oh,
Yeah.
not my favorite book. He's my favorite author in the Bible. But it's also the one that we read as a family, like regardless of if I'm with my wife or my parents. Like we've always read it because it's the best. Like he's really good at like I don't know.
I agree.
Really good author.
Luke is my favorite
Acts is
gospel
incredible.
for sure.
Acts is my favorite. So like the sequel.
Yeah.
And Christmas fads. Elf on the Shelf. Christmas pickle. You might need to explain this one for me.
Yeah.
And then Christmas. I don't know either the bottom two.
What's the
Christmas
third one?
cracker.
Okay, so the Christmas pickle, I think is starting to become a more, like, I think it was more of a regional thing, and now it's becoming a little bit bigger, but it's basically an ornament shaped like a pickle, and Christmas Day, you come down, and whoever locates the pickle either gets, like, first at opening the present, or some other fun little,
So find
deal.
the Christmas pickle
Or
in the
special
tree.
gift. Yeah. And then when it comes to the cracker, that's a British thing. I think it's even in the Harry Potter series.
Really?
It's basically this. It kind of looks like I don't know. It's like this wrapped thing, and it has these little edges, and you just open it, and there's like a gift inside. I did it once, and it was really bummy. It was like this paper crown, and that was like the gift inside. It was like this paper crown. It's like, really, I don't get it.
So there's no crackers involved.
No crackers. It's like the crack. I think there might even be kind of like a mechanism inside to create a pop sound when you open it, and so that's why they call it a cracker.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't participate in any of these.
What was the number one?
Elf on the Shelf.
Elf on the Shelf,
Which I at least understand.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like if I were a parent, the idea of having to somehow wake up before my kids, who are excited to wake up, and come up with another creative idea for like 25 days, I think, right? Because they started in December.
Yeah.
That sounds miserable to me.
Until your kids get super excited, and then you're like, that's why I'm doing
I
this.
mean, I can get them excited about anything. I'll make them pancakes or something like that.
Okay.
I think Christmas pickle is number
You
one.
think making pancakes is less intense than just hiding a stupid elf?
No, because like the people that like do the insane things, like he's getting into a present, or he's like getting into like the
So is it the creative energy? That's what you're saying. It would be the tough part.
I would rather pour my energy into other things for 25 days.
So we do kind of a Elf on the Shelf, but we've never done it with like the elf. We always do it with superhero action figures.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And so they're like, we usually...
It's like an Easter egg hunt every day.
Kind of, yes. In fact, I think today may have been Parker's first day doing it. Maybe it was the second. Maybe you got it going. But Venom, Venom was cutting out snowflakes, and so we had like these giant scissors and like these and he was just like, how did he do that? And he was just like, did you have to help him, Mom? I mean, it was just like, it was super cute. So we do it.
That's awesome. Yeah. Okay. I'm still gonna go Christmas pickle first because that just seems low energy. You hide it one time.
Yeah.
And everybody's racing around the tree to find it. And then I'll say Elf on the Shelf too, because the cracker thing just does not sound fun at all.
If they had a cool prize in it, I'd be like, yeah. But it's Christmas. There are amazing prizes, and you're opening this up and like, what am I supposed to do with a paper crown?
Sorry, British.
I don't know. Maybe they're just saying, hey, you Americans don't know how to do crackers. Maybe they have like $100 bills in there. So I don't know.
I was expecting an actual cracker, and I'm disappointed.
What flavor of that cracker?
Cheez-It.
I love it. All right, things you used to see at Christmas. Okay, so these are things that you don't see so much anymore. Mistletoe, tinsel, and popcorn garland. When's the last time you saw any of those?
Emily will buy mistletoe for our house.
Where does she get it?
I don't know where she gets it actually.
Okay, is it like real, or is it just like, hey, we're calling this mistletoe?
I don't know if it's... I don't know.
Okay,
she calls it mistletoe, whatever it is.
No, I'm impressed that that's even... I remember as a kid, there'd be people standing outside like the grocery store as you left selling mistletoe. Almost like, waiting for you.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, stranger.
You
Pucker up.
Hanging out underneath
No,
me,
no,
just
no,
hoping
no.
to catch
No.
some stranger walking by.
That is one creepy grocery store. No, they were selling the mistletoe.
I think a few years ago at our old house we had it, and it was authentic because she bought it because maybe it was like a fundraiser.
Yeah,
that
okay,
kids
maybe
were
they're still
doing or
doing it
something
then.
like that.
I
don't
have
know.
not seen it in a long time. How about tinsel? When's the last time you saw tinsel? It's
been a while.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like those little strips of like metal, and they put them on the
Yeah.
tree. Forever I've seen.
Yeah, and the popcorn, I don't think I've actually ever seen.
Who wants to put in that effort?
Other than
it's
in
just-
movies,
Yeah, yeah. It's iconic in movies. You know, man, good old kissing. I'm down with mistletoe. That's number one. If I have to do the popcorn garland, it's the last. If I just get to see
I think you
it,
have to, right? Like you have to make it every year.
well, I'm
You
just
don't buy
saying-
fake
I'm just saying,
popcorn
like,
garland.
I'm just saying, if like my wife wanted to make it,
Oh,
and
okay,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
decorating tree, I'd be like, that's pretty cool.
Even then, I don't think it's not. I mean, there's other things you can use to make it look.
All right,
cooler.
we're gonna go and put that one on the last. You've talked me into it. Tinsel's number 2.
Sorry, families who do the popcorn garland.
I'm impressed. If you do, that's next level.
Go for it, yeah. Christmas movies. Can we talk about the fact that, like, with that too, my dog loves popcorn.
Oh, it'd be a nightmare.
Yeah. To
No.
keep him out of the tree would be insane.
My almost 1-year-old and my 2.5-year-old, anything in reach, that would be eaten and gone. Yeah.
We should start doing it on our big tree in this series. Christmas movies, and this is easy. Polar Express, Elf, and A Christmas Story.
Ooh, okay, can I guess yours?
Okay, go for it.
I'm thinking it's Christmas Story, Elf, and then Polar Express. But the Elf and the Christmas movie, or what is it? Is it called the Christmas? Did I
Christmas Story?
Story.
Yeah.
That's where I'm not 100%
Yeah.
sure.
So Emily loves A Christmas
Jeez,
Story.
Okay. that's
I
what it was.
am not like I like it. I think it's a good movie, and it's one we'll watch every single year. I just think
will.
Elf is like a classic.
Yeah.
And I used to be tired of it because it got shown too much, but like
Now you're back
Will
in it.
Ferrell is
Yeah.
just incredible in that. And Polar Express is just maybe the worst Christmas movie. It's horrible. It does not hold up. Like everybody was like, these graphics are incredible. This like CGI, and like at the time maybe, but now it just looks like Uncanny Valley. Like their faces are way more animated than their bodies.
It's weird.
And it's like almost like Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. No, that's a
And
good
it's-
description.
It's real weird. I don't like it at all.
Yeah, I'm with you. If I had to go, I would probably rank it the exact same way you did. Okay, Christmas service projects. Caroling at a retirement home. Toy drive.
We're doing 2 of these.
Interesting. Clothing and food for the homeless.
We don't do one of those.
Yeah, we
Well, we kinda do.
we partner with
yeah,
Open
yeah.
Hands, but it's not as big as the other 2. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna call it Mission Toy Box, but the toy drive.
Good answer.
Then I'm probably gonna go.
All of these are good. I don't know why.
Yeah, these are all number 1. I mean, who could choose? This is all good service. I'm gonna probably go caroling only because of the nostalgic side of
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
I remember just doing that as a kid all the time, and then clothing or food for the homeless would be the third. Sorry, most homeless probably are not watching our podcast, so hopefully they're not offended.
Yeah.
I got to be careful with the jokes that I'm making now, so I'm gonna pass this on now, and we'll move on to the next
You
category.
heard it here first. Jonathan does not. I'm just kidding. No. Christmas characters. This is gonna get real This is gonna be the thumbnail. Santa, Jesus, or Frosty.
Frosty. It's got to be number 1.
As long as it's Wendy's Frosty, that would be number 1. No, obviously Jesus,
Yes.
and then Santa,
Okay.
and then Frosty.
Yeah.
I mean, Frosty is.
Yeah.
He's like got one good movie. Santa has a million.
He's got some good blow-ups.
Yeah,
Maybe
fair.
that's it.
I like making my own Frosty. If we have enough snow, but we rarely have enough snow.
Yeah, we got some snow recently, but
No way. No way you can make a snowman out of
no.
that.
There were some seriously good snowballs though that
yeah.
were thrown in my
The,
family.
though there was one day it packed really, really well.
Yeah.
I
Sometimes
don't
you
even
don't
have
get
kids,
it.
but I know that. 'Cause I'll
Did you
throw them
make
at
one?
Emily.
Nice. Next category is Christmas gift wrapping. Okay, so we've got a decorative bag, decorative paper, or a single bow. Now,
Just on the gift?
as awesome as a single bow is, I don't think I could pull it off.
You gotta open it something.
Yeah, I've got to go with the wrapper or the paper. There's just something cool about like undoing it, but I go that, then the bag, then probably the bow.
I'm a gift giver at heart. I hate wrapping presents.
It's
though.
a pain. It takes forever.
It's the worst. I love a good bag.
Yeah, bag, some tissue. Here you go.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
And I can make that look pretty. Gift wrapping takes me forever to make good. All right, let's see here. We have Christmas traditions, Advent calendar, decorating home with lights, and baking Christmas cookies.
Oh, I already know your number one would probably be the cookies, right?
I mean, I love cookies. Cookies are the best, I think I decided this, like, officially, is the best dessert, like, form of dessert out there, because it's small and compact, you don't feel too bad for eating one, and I don't know, I've been blown away by cookies sometimes. And pie, it's like...
What about
It's
ice cream,
good.
man?
Ice cream's good. Ice cream I want with, like,
I do.
something.
Yeah, it's true. Like, okay, so the cookies,
In
two
summer,
cookies,
by itself
and
is
ice cream
good.
in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. If it's winter, especially Christmas, I don't want just a bowl of ice cream. Like, that seems like a really cold thing to get on a cold day.
Yeah, no, I could see that.
I'm gonna do Christmas cookies, then Advent calendar, and I hate decorating my home with lights. Like, it's just it's the worst.
I completely disagree with your rating, but that's okay.
Emily hates that I hate it because she loves having our house decorated.
I love it too.
You're gonna have to talk to her.
She can come over when we're decorating our
Yes.
house.
Perfect.
She would love it. All right, next is Christmas destinations. Okay, so we've got the grandparents, church, or the movies.
I've heard that this is like a big thing for people to do.
The movie thing? Yeah, I don't know if I've ever, I feel like maybe we did it one year. I don't know. But I'm with you. I'm just not much of a movie guy, so that's number 3 on the list.
I love movies, but I want to be with my family.
I would be cool with going to church, but honestly, as a pastor, that probably just means I'm working. And so I'm going to put that as number 2,
Okay.
and I'm going to go with the grandparents for number 1.
Grandparents' house.
Yeah, just fun family time.
Yeah, I like going to my family's house or hosting better than going to my grandparents' house, to be honest
Oh,
with you.
sure.
As a kid, I was always like, we're going to grandparents' house? Like,
This is Christmas. It's supposed to be
like
fun.
old people stuff
All they serve is
everywhere.
ribbon candy.
I'm not allowed to touch anything. Christmas gifts. Do you want home improvement / home comfort stuff, clothes, or tech gadgets? I think for me, I don't know. Like all of these, I would be really happy with. I mean, a tech gadget is going to be expensive, and so like that's a huge and awesome gift, and I would take that first. But honestly, like, yeah, 2, I'm gonna go home improvement stuff, and then 3, clothes. Clothes are nice. I actually asked for a lot of clothes this Christmas, and so people are gonna be like, "What the heck? I got you this."
I thought this was your number 1.
Yeah, but
I should
like-
have gotten the tech gadget.
I don't know. The other 2, normally it's like a splurge thing that Emily and I have to do. And when people give you something that
Yeah.
you know you're gonna have to spend a lot of money on, it's like, oh, this is such a good, nice gift.
That is fun. I agree with you. All right, Christmas shapes. Oh, wow, this is a hard-hitting one. We got star, angel, or snowflakes. Angel and star, man, they're competing for that number 1 spot. But I feel like I get more light with the star. And you know I'm all about the light. And so I'm going to go star number 1, angel, and then snowflake.
I'm really sorry. This is gonna be awful, but like, I love the shapes of snowflakes. They might
are
be number
cool.
1 for me.
No, they are cool. There's something about, like, okay, so I don't want to hate on the tree that we have in the church, but the bow, like the bow on top, it makes me sick. I mean,
That's what Emily likes.
put a star or an angel on top of that tree.
It's hard to find one that doesn't look kind of like corny though. Like the ones that you buy at Walmart are like insanely fancy looking.
You're talking about like
angels.
the angel and they're just like frou-frou-y?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
want
true.
something. I don't go angel on a tree, even though my family, like my parents, like that. I like the star.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go anything,
We're rocking the star on ours. Yeah, I'm with you.
star makes sense. Sorry, Emily especially. She loves the bow.
She's got the bow on her tree. Your tree.
Yeah, and she
Emily.
lays it perfectly.
I'm sure your bow, Emily, is awesome, and I would love it. But
she is like hardcore when it comes to decorating the tree. Secular Christmas songs. All I Want for Christmas Is You, White Christmas, or Last Christmas. I'm gonna put Last Christmas at the bottom because that song annoys me.
Does it? Why?
It's just like the.
Does it sound like 280s or something?
It's very like, I don't know, like.
I feel like singing it right now.
It's the most popular one. It just sounds like the person's not trying to sing and just be silly. Like it's like last Christmas I gave you my heart, and I just can't stand it. That's the bottom. I would say White Christmas we'll say is number one because it's played less often than All I Want for Christmas
you haven't
Is
gotten burnt out on it?
Mariah Carey, you come out like the day after Thanksgiving and you don't go away for months. And,
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know a single song of hers other than that one. I assume she's got them, but I'm just not. I'm not familiar with them.
I think she's pretty popular. I don't know. I don't know if I can name another one either.
Right? I mean, that's the only one. Okay, Christmas vacations: Disney World, New York, Park City, Utah.
Park City, Utah.
Skiing.
Oh,
It's a good skiing destination.
Are you a skier?
I would love to say that I'm that cool snowboarder with my, like hoodie and beanie. No, I'm not. It comes down to money. Those lift tickets, man.
They take a lot. It's a big price.
I would like to be that cool guy though. I'm gonna say, since I've never been to Disney World, and my wife has talked about wanting to go to Disney World. I mean, we've been to Disneyland plenty of times, but I'm gonna go Disney World. I've been to New York. That sounds cool.
Super different. Disney World and Disneyland?
Disney World
I'm sorry to all of our Disney fans.
Is bigger, so they were
That's
able
the only
to.
one I've been to.
Yeah,
because it's the one closer.
And I think it's probably not much different, except for you probably have a few more attractions. But
I'm gonna also say something controversial, and it's that as cool as Disney World can be, and it is cool, the price to get in, you could go to Europe, and back, and go like all of these cool places for maybe cheaper actually, and I would rather go to Europe 1,000 times over.
And that is why we have not gone. That's clearly why.
It's ridiculous how expensive it is.
Well, since Josh, you're giving this as a gift to me, I'm gonna go Disney World number one. I'm gonna go with Park City, Utah, because again, if you're buying the lift ticket, I'll take advantage of that. Yeah. And New York would be
number three.
Number three.
I think I would put New York number one because I've never gone. Okay. And I've wanted to. And there's that church of John Tyson's.
Sure.
I've told Emily, I was like, she wants to go for Broadway. I would like, if we go, we have to go on a Sunday to hear him preach.
You know that's going to be the one Sunday that he has like somebody else preaching. And you're like, what?
He only preaches like half the time.
You have got to make a phone call and just say, hey, I'm visiting. Are you going to be there?
And you better change it up just so you can.
This is my vacation plans, John. Come on.
And then lastly.
This is it. This is the last one.
Christian Christmas songs.
Oh, okay.
So we have Silent Night, The First Noel, and Oh Holy Night. I think we've talked about this before.
Those are all bangers now.
I think that we share our number one, and that is Oh Holy Night.
Love it.
Yeah. I weirdly remember that from another, like, we challenged each other to guess for the other person game.
No, I think it was like a challenge, like worship, challenge off. I had my guitar, you had yours, and it was like, who's gonna sing this the best? And somehow I won.
And we're gonna go Silent Night 2 and The First Noel 3. I'm fine with The First Noel.
It's hard ranking any of those because I like them all. But yeah,
I
think
Holy Night is definitely like a clear number one for me.
I would agree with your ranking. Especially, the candlelight service, it's at the end, you're singing Silent Night. That's just a solid way to end it. I like it.
And I kind of rank them based off of how easy they are to play. Because Oh Holy Night would be number one. Actually, Silent Night would probably be number one. But Holy Night just sounds really, really good.
Yeah.
And it's a good one to play. We'll probably play this Sunday.
I was going to say, does this mean we're going to hear it soon?
Well, you guys would have already heard it. But I think we'll play it this
By the time this comes out, you will have heard it 5 times, I'm predicting. Okay. Well, that is our episode of our Christmas podcast.
Yeah.
Hopefully you enjoyed it, and will hopefully be brought into your playlist next year.
Yeah, in January.